Okay, ma'am.
Hello, everybody. My name is Beatrice Gonzalez, and I am a spiritual investigator here to deliver the news of what the FBI knows. So let's get down to business and talk about it. So, the FBI has evidence that the cartels, drug cartels, have been communicating with each other online. They communicate with each other online, and because there's a federal investigation with all of these individuals who have been poisoning our country with drugs, our cities, our towns, our communities with the poison that they traffic into the United States. Now, the feds, DEA agents are all on their trail watching everybody. So, the FBI knows that the cartels have been communicating with each other online right now at this present moment. Two women who are under federal investigation, they know that these two women had hooked up with their cartel boyfriends because they met them on an online dating platform. So, because now that they're putting the pieces to the puzzle together with all of these individuals that have been committing fraud in court with corrupt judges, lawyers, district attorneys, corrupt law enforcement. Now, since they're all on their trail, they now can see the connection between everybody because these two women who are dating cartel men who they're all involved with the drug trade, they know that this these two women are connected to a group of women who are all a part of fraud with illegal court proceedings connected to people who have received inheritance, trust funds, wills. They know that, see, right now the clock is ticking because a lot of these authority figures have to give a response as to why the people who they claimed that are dead inside of a coffin are not the individuals that are inside the coffin, is the actual person who is dead. So now they have to give a response to the notice that they had received as to why people have been claiming life insurance policies, wills, trust funds, inheritance by other individuals who had no authorization to receive that inheritance. So you see how all of the fraud now is coming out to the open because they also made a connection to prison inmates, people in halfway houses who were all communicating with each other that are connected to this fraud ring. See, they know that they're working together with community members, third party groups, correctional officers that are tied to the justice system, working side by side with corrupt judges, district attorneys. They know that all of them were playing a game, a game of rewriting people's history, giving them a different history about their past, which was made up, fabricated by all of them together in order to steal money from the person who was defrauded, their identity that was used in court on a one sided court case, an illegal court proceeding that was done, everything behind the American people's back. So now that they're all shaking in their boots, they don't have any answers to give as to why they were hacking into people's devices, fabricating people's death, claiming money from life insurance policies, trust funds, inheritance, because they don't have any receipts to prove. See, fingerprint will always show exactly all of the people who they used to stage fake funerals, and the person in the casket is not the person in the casket who they claim to be, because the person is alive. So you see how they've all been caught out there, and they know that big law is riding all of them, and they can see the fraud. Because see, this was a secret torture program, Hunger Games, where they were hunting the people down and causing their demise. But they were also writing up fraudulent death certificates on individuals that they can't prove the information of the individuals that they claim are dead. So, see, they utilize me, my mother, for a death certificate, and they had claimed money for the supposedly death that they had all staged and attended a fake funeral with a person inside of a casket that was not me. See, this is what they have been doing. And since they have so many answers that they have to give, that they have no answers to give, because they know that this was fraud with uh, a whole lot of people. And I have to say, the people who participated are the lowest of they're the scum of this earth to do this to a human being. They are the rats, the roaches, the flying monkeys that all participated in this disgusting Hunger Game secret torture program, utilizing people to cash out on blood money. So you see, they're the monsters. They're the goddamn monsters, because these people are not even civilized. This is why they know that the raids are coming, mass arrests are coming, because they have no answers to give as to why all of those individuals had collected inheritance connected to bank accounts, where everybody at the bank is under investigation, including all of the tellers that lied and made false claims against the people that they had targeted, all of them together. So now they're squirming in their pants because they can't get themselves out of it. And let me just say like this: these are the Masons and the Eastern Stars that were all together networking. And let me just say one thing, because I want to clarify: not all Masons and Eastern Stars are dark and evil. It's this group that are the lowest of the low who have done this to the American people, because there are a lot of Masons and Eastern Stars that do not do what you do, because you are insane and crazy to do this in the United States, to do this with corrupt law enforcement, corrupt government officials, corrupt justice system, working with gang members, drug cartels, third party groups, military families that have involved themselves all in this demonic, insane, crazy crime against humanity. But the United States of America is dismantling all of this organized crime, this crime that these people thought that they weren't going to ever be discovered or seen. But the world sees exactly everything that you've been doing. And that's why we have upright Masons, upright Eastern Stars. We have upright gang members who are working with us, along with upright government officials, law enforcement, that is dismantling this whole entire lunatic, insane, crazy organization that has targeted the American people. So let me go back into my notes because I have more information. So they know that correctional officers participate with this insane crime against humanity with corrupt judges. They know that the correctional officer is working together with the justice system to pull this fraud off in court, because as the investigation they start to see how all of these individuals are all tied in together. They know that the judge that who has been participating with these fraudulent court cases, illegal court cases, working with fraudulent contracts that they write up, it's illegal, but they make it legal so that they can spy and monitor on people, so that they can change facts by changing half truths, turning it into a lie to make it fit, so that court cases can go into their favor as to the way they want to paint the targeted individual in a certain way. So they know that this group has been they have been staging crimes against people by targeting them and causing their demise, because there's a life insurance policy that is attached to the person who they target. See, right now, as everything is being under investigation, they know that the private investigator who was watching me, following me, gathering information, who has no dirt on me, is a private investigator who does not have the credentials to be a private investigator. They just took up a little bit of courses and thought that that was going to be sufficient enough for them to be a private investigator. But I can sue that private investigator, because that private investigator was looking at all of my information, trying to find something so that this evil group can turn around and blackmail me or use some type of leverage over me, but it didn't work. But I'm going to sue that private investigator. They know that the judge, the corrupt judge, was a former prosecutor who is still working in the courtroom with their former district attorney, who was their co-worker. So since they're all connected, all of these Masons and Eastern Stars who are all connected, working together with inmates, people from halfway houses, groups of women who are all working with the cartels, they're putting the pieces together, and they see exactly how they have all been doing it, because the feds and the FBI also knows that these individuals have been switching up their license plates. But as all of these people are switching up the license plates to the vehicles, they're all being photographed. So evidence is being collected how they change up the tags, and they drive different vehicles so that they can have a decoy to throw off law enforcement. But photographs are all being collected on all of them, because they know exactly that they're trafficking. Mami, tú me puedes prenderme? Yeah. See, these are the low lives. These are the low lives that have corrupt the United States and the people. These are the people that don't care about the Americans. They don't give a damn about us. All they care about is blood money, because that's the way they create their money, through blood and sacrificing the American people in the courtroom. This is how they do it. They take the person down, they rewrite their history, they put fraudulent evidence against the person behind their back, because all of it is behind their back. They say that you have a mental health issue, that you're physically sick, you have AIDS. They write up and make up all kind of lies against the person that they target, because they utilize that person, their identity, so that they can cash out on a trust fund, an inheritance, a will, a life insurance policy. This is how they've all been doing it. And now that the government is investigating, the government and all of the players that were involved in this secret torture program, Hunger Games, now they don't have answers to give. They don't have no answers to give as to the many death certificates who they have no proof to back it up as to why they utilize that person's identity to cash out on an inheritance. Like in my case, to what they did, they utilize a death certificate so that all the individuals that have participated receive a portion of the inheritance. Because see, the person who lied and said that they were my husband is not my husband. And now they know they don't have no proof to give that they're connected to me because they are not my husband. They utilized my identity. They stole my identity so that they could cash out, put a fraudulent power of attorney over my head, a fraudulent guardianship, a fraudulent conservatorship over me and my daughter so that they could utilize us so that they could get money. They could get money from the inheritance, but because they don't have an answer to give, now they know that they're about to see prison very soon because you know you committed fraud. And not only does the FBI know that you utilized my identity and said that you were married to me, you also did it to several other people. And all of the individuals that are connected to you, they also know that you had cashed out and attended several staged funerals in order to cash out on inheritance. So see, you got a lot of answering to do as to why you utilized me in a marriage and said that you were married to me, but you got no proof to prove that you were married to me. And all of the individuals who said that they had attended my funeral, but you know it was staged and made up, you are also guilty and also have been associated to other marriages, and all the groups of people who work with you were also individuals who cashed out on inheritance, wills, trust funds, life insurance policies, and you have death certificates on people's identity and you got no proof to give because see, now you're stuck and you know that time is ticking because you have to answer to all of the notices that you received because the government wants answers as to why you did what you did. Why you can't prove that you are my husband and you're married to me because you know that you fabricated, you made it up, you utilized me on a one-sided court case, on an illegal court proceeding so that you can use my identity, work with a corrupt lawyer so that y'all could steal from me, my daughter, and my family, and my mom. All of y'all are guilty, and you know that you're going to prison because there is no way that you're going to be able to get out of this. It's fraud. It's all fraud. And now you're shaking in your boots. But too bad because your whole entire Hunger Game secret torture program is over. It has collapsed because you know that you have been doing this for a very long time in the United States, targeting innocent families, and big law is about to shut all of y'all down. Get ready for the helicopters because it's coming. The FBI and the feds, the FBI, excuse me, the FBI and DEA also knows that they have been working with individuals that are this is pathetic, working with individuals that have stickers on their car that says I love you, Jesus, trying to come off as if they're religious, but they're not. This is a decoy to throw off law enforcement. And they wear crosses around their necks, using religion so that they can hide the drug trafficking that they're doing. So the FBI, excuse me, the FBI also knows, and I just wanted to say, not only do we have government spies, double agents, we have undercovers, we also have undercover gang members that are all with us dismantling this whole entire criminal organization who have targeted the American people. So a lot of people right now don't know who is who, but we got the tea. We got all of the people who are working with us to dismantle this criminal activity that has been taking place for too many years here in the United States. And now that this whole entire group has been dismantled and everything is coming out to the open, and the whole entire world can see exactly what they have been doing, now they are panicking because they don't know who is who, because there are a lot of people of the light who does not like what you have been doing, because this is child trafficking, this is child exploitation, this is sex trafficking, this is everything that this criminal group, that all of them all tied together, because they know the justice system, the justice system knows that they were also corrupt Department of Justice that was involved with this drug trafficking ring, involved with the cartels. They also know about ex-military officials. They also know, and let me pull up my notes because I have also, they also know that this drug cartel, Diablo gang members, was a part of this drug cartel. Ex simplified Marines were a part of this. This is pathetic. Simplified Marines, SRTs, corrupt government officials from the Department of Justice were all a part of this corruption, dirty money, fraud, secret torture program, Hunger Games, child exploitation, child adult sex trafficking, and drug trafficking. They also know that they were also a part of human trafficking, weapon trafficking, and the DEA also have evidence that bikers, motorcycle club gang members were also a part of this criminal organization. So there's undercovers, double agents everywhere, including, as I stated before, undercover gang members who are helping to dismantle this whole entire criminal organization, because they know that their days are numbered. And many of us know exactly how they were generating their blood money. This is degrading. This is despicable. This is degrading to know that there were government officials, law enforcement, all of these individuals were working with street gangsters, criminals, people. These are the animals that escape the zoo that they have been working with, the low lives. These are the people who wear their criminal activity as a badge of honor. These are the monsters that glorify criminal activity. This is why I always hated that goddamn movie Scarface, because that movie never showed or taught anybody anything good. If anything, it made people believe and think that that is the way it's supposed to be. This is degrading. This is the mentality that these criminals have all made a part of their life, which is the easy way how to make money. This is the sorry people who have been making money off of targeting innocent families in the United States to make blood money because they're too lazy, stupid to make it on their own the right way, which is either getting a trade or going back to college or university so that you can make something of yourself. But instead, you wear your criminal activity as a badge of honor and you glorify crime as if this is the way life is supposed to be. Get the hell out of here. This is why we're bringing this whole entire criminal organization down to its knees. This is why we're all teaming up, working together to shut this garbage down in the United States. Yeah, this is who they work with, these Masons and Eastern Stars, the zoo animals, the roaches and the rats, the flying monkeys on the street who have targeted the American people. And this is why we have all the right people who are on our side working together to bring this criminal organization down, because you're not going to continue to poison our streets, our families, our communities, our cities, our neighborhoods, our towns with the filth and the garbage that you're pushing out to society, because this is going to stop. The fraud, the red rum, the child trafficking, the child exploitation, the human trafficking, the weapon trafficking, the drug trafficking, all of it is going to cease completely. As I said, this is going to be a thing of the past because we're getting rid of all of y'all. So they got several notices to provide proof to the death certificates. They know that they have to prove everything that they've done illegally. And they're going to have to prove why. Why were you cashing out on an inheritance that was connected to me and you received it and you claim so many people were dead? And all of those individuals that you were working with had received a gift, an inheritance. All of y'all working together, all hands on deck to commit fraud in court. See, now they know they're all in hot water. See, right now they're not hot stuff like the way they were pouncing around and thinking that they were, thinking that they were undetectable, unseen, that they were invisible, that Big Law, the ABC boys couldn't see all of their crap that they were doing together. And that PI is going to have to answer to all those questions as to why my information was on the dark web. Because, see, they were switching up communications, text messages, information, because Big Law can see that they're all in my communication. They know what they have been doing, how they've been fabricating fraudulent, false narrative on the people that they have been utilizing, targeted individuals, so that they could utilize them to make money off of them through fraud. So they create and rewrite a different history of you. See, the FBI and the DEA also knows that you work with copycats. Yes, for example, you have one that looks just like Beyonce. You got one that looks like Kevin Gates. You got all of these copycats who can walk into the person's life, the identity that you had stolen from. And you get that person to copy everything to the original person. And you now know that you've been caught out there because, see, when you were staging the communication that you were trying to pull off, and y'all were all collaborating together with the individuals that you had used, to create a false history of me. Y'all were all in my communication, but Big Law was able to see that you weren't able to do it anymore, pull it off, because y'all weren't able to take me out, and I'm alive. So now that you got caught out there and they see that you were working with a PI, you're going to have to explain how all of that information that all of y'all had created together winded up on the dark web. All the lies that y'all said about me that you can't back up or prove, because what you did was created, fabricated, staged with a whole group of people. And that's why I'm going to sue everybody, testify, and press charges on everybody who did this to me. But not only did you do this to me, you did it to millions of other people. You did this. You did this to millions of American people. You made fraudulent money, and you're all gifted yourselves from the inheritance that you had taken from many American people. You did it by taking them out. You did it by stealing their identity. You did it, all of y'all together, collaborating, networking with each other. And that's why they don't have any answers to give to the death certificates and all of the fake, fraudulent funerals that they were all staging together against the person who they had targeted, stolen their identity, and the fingerprints to everything is going to come up as to all the evidence to what you did against people. Yeah, these were people who were staging deaths at funerals, and they were all pretending and acting like as if they were going to the funeral. Obituaries. They had obituaries on the people. And the person who married, who utilized a fraudulent marriage certificate to state that they were married to me, married to several other individuals, can't back it up. They got no proof to prove. See, because as I am here, they're watching them, and they know that they lied about everything. Everything was fraudulent. They all made it up. This is how they were cashing in on people's identity by putting fraudulent power of attorney over people's head, because they know that that individual, not only that authority figure, had also did it not only to me but to many American people. They are connected to several marriages, and all of the individuals that are connected to them were also individuals that were also connected to staged funerals. And the individuals that they had utilized, they all had received gifts, inheritance. That's why the SWAT team is coming to arrest all of these people. And that's why a lot of people have jumped ship, because they know that it's all going to go down. And there's nothing that you can do, because your whole entire Hunger Game secret torture program is finished. It's over. It's over, finito. You know that your Hunger Game secret torture program is finished. So see, they don't have evidence to prove all of the money that they were receiving, the the inheritance, and all of the money to show that they were taking care of the people who they were utilizing to say that they were sick. Oh, that person's in poor health. Oh, that person has mental health issues. They don't have receipts to prove that they were supposed to take care of them, because they were taking all of the money. See, they know that this is fraud big time. And they know They know government is coming down big time on all of them, and they're finished. They also know that when these individuals had attended a staged a staged funeral, attended people's funeral, how they staged it, and of course, DNA, fingerprinting, and evidence is going to show exactly all of the people that they had utilized to put in that coffin. So you see, these were murderers. These were fraudsters that were utilizing and taking people down and putting life insurance policies. See, that's why they know that they're all screwed up, because they did so much crimes against innocent people that they right now don't know what is going to happen to them, because they know that they're finished and it's over. But they know that the individuals who had attended these staged funerals had also attended other funerals, and they were all gifted. So they see the connection with everybody who was all a part of this fraud, this scheme that they were pulling off together with the a bunch of animals from a goddamn zoo. So the FBI knows how they this is pathetic. This is really insane and crazy that people have been doing this. So they know that they're caught out there. They know that they're caught out there because how they fabricate, use fraudulent evidence to stage, to rewrite a person's history. So they try to plot and execute something that will work in their favor to back up all the lies that they made up, that they fabricated together, so that they can make a certain narrative fit. But because they know that they screwed up, because they lied so much, and that all the truth is coming out to the open, that the United States sees their criminal activity and all of their partnerships, networking with all of these corrupt officials, government officials, law enforcement, doctors, nurses. Oh, they can see all of the connections with everybody, third party groups, military families, gang members, the cartels. They know that they had committed a lot of fraud. This is this is medical fraud. This is HIPAA. They broke HIPAA laws. They altered medical records. They stole inheritance, trust funds, wills. This is the biggest theft that the government has committed against the American people, working together with Masons and Eastern Stars. They were working together with corrupt detectives, corrupt private investigators. They were working together with corrupt government officials. Everybody had their hands all involved with blood. They were sacrificing people, rewriting their history, doing it all together in a sophisticated way so that they can steal money from the people who they were sacrificing with these illegal court proceedings in court, working with corrupt district attorneys, corrupt lawyers, judges. Everybody had their hands all involved in this criminal activity. And they know that They have been caught out there. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You go ahead and keep your flying monkeys. You go ahead and keep your zoo animals, because you worked with all of them to target the American people. And you are the despicable people of this country, the enemy of this country, the way you've targeted innocent families everywhere, in every community, and in every city, and in every neighborhood, in every town. You were the one who did all of this against the American people. You are going down. You will not get away. You know that you've been caught out there, because you have to answer to those notices, the several notices that you received in regards to the death certificates. And you have to prove everything. And you know that you screwed up because you utilized my identity so that you could pull off fraud. Because that person can't give proof or evidence that they're married to me, because I'm not married to anybody. And y'all utilize me to steal an inheritance. And you utilize my mother as well. So you have a lot of answering to do. You're going down. So they know they work with prison inmates and the prisoner. These people who have a background, I don't know how you didn't learn your lesson. Huh! But I guess not, because all of y'all who are ex-felons and were doing this against the American people, get ready. You're going back to prison again. You didn't learn your lesson. So now you're going to have to feel it again, because the feds know, the DEA knows that you were all involved with this fraud, working with corrupt government officials, rewriting people's history, that you were being utilized for marriages so that you can receive a gift, a payout from an inheritance. They know, all of y'all who have participated in this disgusting, despicable crime against humanity, against children, against innocent families. Yeah, you deserve life in prison. Definitely, because all of y'all were targeting children, child exploitation. Y'all were all involved with illegal surveillancing. Y'all were stealing money from children, from innocent families, the parents that you had all targeted, cold-blooded monsters, despicable. But that's what I said. You could keep your zoo animals. We don't want them. Ah, all right. They also know, the feds and the FBI also knows about the safe houses around. Oh, the United States is on top of everything. It sees, it knows everything what's going on. Yeah. So I'm going to end my video. And I would like to say, for all of my fans around the world, thank you for watching me, because you know that right now, this is organized crime, and organized crime has been trying to block me. But every time they block me, I'm unblocked because of upright government officials who sees all of your criminal activity and what you have been doing against me and my family, because I keep speaking the truth and you don't like it. But as I said, I don't give a damn what you like and what you don't like. I'm here to deliver the news to the American people everywhere so that they can see exactly what you've done here in the United States, by thinking that you were going to get away with your secret torture program, Games, the game that I collapsed, ended, and destroyed because I exposed you and all of your criminal activity. So I have fans around the world who are watching me, and they know what is happening right now because they know who you are. So I would like to say to my fans in Germany, Tutsi, and to my fans in Poland, Zignite, which means bye bye, and in Spain, adios, and to Turkey, gule gule. So, as time goes by, there are many countries on the list, and I will say bye bye for now to all of them because these are my fans who are supporting me. And I want to say thank you for your love and your support. And like I said, you can keep your zoo animals, disgusting, filthy rats and cockroaches and flying monkeys that you have been utilizing to commit crimes against the innocent American people. Because this is the devil walking upon the earth, targeting innocent families. And all of the upright government officials, including Masons and Eastern Stars, and gang members who are of the light, working with all of us to dismantle your criminal organization. Everything is going to come out to the open for the whole entire world to see what you have been doing against the American people. Oh, it's all going to be plastered in social media, the news, the newspapers. Everybody's going to see everything that you've done to the American people because you are finished. It's over. So I would like to give thanks to all of the upright government officials: FBI, CIA, DEA, ICE, Homeland Security, Department of Justice, law enforcement, authority figures, government spies, undercovers, double agents, community members that have jumped ship. Thank you for your bravery, your courage, your love to protect this beautiful country of ours, the United States. Thank you for helping all of us to work together as a team to protect each other because that is what an American is supposed to do, to protect each other from those who have corrupt our beautiful country and have poisoned our streets, our communities, our homes, our families, our schools, our parks, our neighborhoods, have poisoned the United States blood money that they have received by sacrificing the American people. Now it's all over. I hope you can see all of the signs. Oh, big major changes are coming. Oh, big ones, but big, beautiful ones for all of us who are protecting each other. So I'm going to end with a prayer. Blessed Heavenly Father, Aravat, the great I am, Jeshua, Mother Mary, Archangel Michael, Mars Sector 6, Master Aetherius, Galactic Federation of Light, Commander Ashtar, Commander Valiant Thor. Thank you, Blessed Heavenly Father, Mother God Absolute, for your love and your light, and for everything that you've done to protect all of us, to watch over us, to protect this beautiful country of ours, the United States. Thank you for your love, your light, your support, and for the truth being exposed. Thank you. So be it, and so it is. God bless your families, your children, your homes. God bless our country, and God bless the United States of America and our president, Mr. and his beautiful family. And like I said, you can keep your zoo animals. We don't want them. Take care. Bye.